The prep basketball season is nearing its end, but we have some annual rituals to get through first. One of them, the Battle of the Twin Cities. For the third straight year, the Minneapolis South Tigers and Como Park Cougars will meet for the Twin Cities Championship. It's an exhibition-style game, but there's a lot of pride on the line. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Pete, and all by myself talking to myself, but that's all right. We've got a lot of fans, as you can see behind me, and that owes in part to the Battle of the River, Minneapolis and St. Paul, 612-651, as it was popularly referred to in the heat of Central South over 10 years ago. Como Park, they've been queens of the St. Paul City Conference for the last several years. They have yet to lose a Twin Cities game. This will be their fifth straight appearance, and they've beaten the likes of Washburn, Minneapolis Southwest, and Minneapolis South over the last 2 years. You know all about their young guns, Ronnie Porter, KK Asbury, Jada James. They got a much-needed tune-up on Monday in a 101-86 loss to Becker. They beat Highland Park soundly. Como will be the 3 seed in Section 4-3A, so they'll likely have to get through De La Salle in the semis, but Minneapolis South should provide them with a solid tune-up. Jada James averaging a double-double, more rebounds than points in the top 10 in the state in that category. Ronnie Porter averaging 19 points per game. She and Shania Nichols provide a threat from the perimeter with their three-point sharpshooting. Como Park, this will be a team that will be competitive for years to come. Minneapolis South rebuilding somewhat. They're 17-7, but they don't have a signature win compared to last year. And when you look at their non-conference slate, you could tell they're trying to rebuild their ranks, but they still have a couple of Hill sisters, Jade and Angel. Jade among the state leaders in steals, and Angel Hill having herself a terrific debut season in varsity competition. Also keep an eye out for Solana Cushing. She is Minneapolis South's three-point specialist, inside the top 10 in three-point field goals. This will be a key opportunity for South to get a little momentum on their side. They're in Section 6, so it's going to be a tall order getting through Armstrong, the first-round opponent, and then they'll have to get through Wayzata and Hopkins. But their playoff push begins here. We'll see if South can end their losing streak to Como at this Twin Cities event. We'll be back for the tip-off and the starting lineup. This is high school girls basketball.
If you'd like to sponsor a TSP television broadcast, Patreon is the place. Sponsorships start at just $1 a month. Visit patreon.com/TSP television and make a pledge for premier Twin Cities sports coverage.
Welcome back to Minneapolis South High School. The starting lineups are commencing as we speak. Como Park, if they win today, they'll finish the regular season 22-2. They got the 3rd seed in Section 4-3A, though. A lot of that has to do with the St. Paul City Conference and how weak it's been the last few years. Minneapolis South will be the 6th seed in Section 6-4A. Also, due to conference affiliation, Bloomington Kennedy playing in the Metro West. But for South, a win here would put them at 18-7 in the regular season. A lot of schools coming up short as far as total games because of the spate of inclement weather. Right now it's dry, and we are going to get things started as the introductions continue. So Minneapolis South, Jade Hill averaging 20 points per game, 2 30-point games, 3 double-doubles, including 2 in their conference series with Henry. Solana Cushing averaging 15.4. Angel Hill's coming on strong, 12 points or more in the last 3 games, and the whole Hill family is here, and family friend Mandy Polk from Richfield. DJ Taylor, who is with the Dallas Wings, looking forward to starting work alongside Brian Egler. Spoke with her a little bit beforehand. She told me Brian Egler is a winner, and he definitely is. 2 WNBA titles. One with the Seattle Storm, one with the LA Sparks. Dallas, though, a team in transition. Let's take a look at the starters for this game. For Como, it's Ronnie Porter, number 1. Demaya Riley, number 3. Shania Nichols, number 23. KK Asbury, number 24. And Jada James, number 42. South will start Jade Hill, number 4. Solana Cushing, number 5. Cameron Benjamin, number 11. J.J. Mullins-Carlson, number 12. And Angel Hill, number 24. No national anthem. That must have been performed earlier before the first game, and probably good for us. We're already running overtime with a long freshman game and then an overtime battle in the JV game won by St. Paul Central. I'm not a fan of overtimes in the lower levels, but as we said, pride on the line. So for St. Paul Central and the JV team, something they can build on as they look to rebuild after losing Liza Carlin to Stillwater. The Minutemen have a lot of work to do, but a win in the JV game could be a good start. Como will wear the white, South will wear the black. These two schools highly familiar with each other, given their history in the Twin Cities game. It's been a series dominated by Como Park. It's been a long time since a Minneapolis team won. You have to go back to 2011, I believe. And Minneapolis South steals. Jade Hill, no good. I'll be curious to see how field goal percentage plays a role in this one. We were here for Minneapolis South Mounds View earlier this month, and the Tigers struggled to hit their threes. And as a result, Mounds View was able to get a convincing win, something that hasn't happened often for the northern suburb. That will stay South ball, or Como ball, I should say. Just underway here in the Twin Cities game. First of several high-profile games to be played in Minneapolis. And we'll be at the big one. De La Salle, Minnehaha. Should be a fun doubleheader. And an offensive foul, an illegal screen was called on Shania Nichols. Shania, the 8th grader. Como Park has been tinkering with their starters. We've seen Shakyla Walker start. Here's Jade Hill. She's got the speed. Trying to get that touch, though. Cameron Benjamin, no good. Jada James comes up with a rebound. Jada James picked up 20 rebounds in the first meeting with Highland Park. Ronnie Porter left all alone. Wide open lane to the rim for two. Benjamin, no good. A rough start for the Tigers. And they cough it up. Ronnie Porter will be hit with a foul. Now, this series doesn't get the sellout crowds it used to. Part of that due to several players transferring out to suburban schools. In particular, kids who grew up in North Minneapolis, a lot of them go to Hopkins. Jade Hill at the line to shoot two. Jade Hill, not the most accurate of free throw shooters. Averaging 20 a game, 5 rebounds. She can also make some moves happen in ball movement. 4.3 assists, 5.2 steals. She gets South on the board with a split at the line. Jada James recovers, loses her footing. Ronnie Porter fires the long two, and it's off the mark. Shania Nichols hustles for the O board and throws it away. J.J. Mullins-Carlson came over here from Illinois. And J.J. with the bucket. Nate McGuire really liking the presence J.J. Mullins-Carlson has added to this team. She could be a player to watch over the next couple of years. South, as we said, rebuilding somewhat. A pretty young core with Jade, Angel, J.J. Mullins. A lot of players to keep an eye on. Jada James, that's a walk. Lost her footing. Cameron Benjamin, a sophomore, so a lot of names you're going to see. The question will be building up some more support at Minneapolis South. They had a strong season a year ago with Morgan and Jade in the lineup. Morgan now playing at Chattanooga. There's Angel Hill. Drive no good. They're letting these two teams play early on. Ronnie Porter to KK Asbury. She can get things going for Como offensively, misses the three. KK can hit from three. She can go inside. Don't let her height fool you. She's got some moves. Block from behind. Ronnie Porter, all 5'3" with the shoes on. We've talked about this wide swath of young guns for Como. Most of their key contributors are freshmen. South struggling on the inbound. Como in transition. Shania Nichols off the feed from Porter. Shania, one of 4 double-digit scores for the Cougars, averaging 14.6. Mullins Carlson. Demaya Riley may have gotten a piece of it. Nate McGuire wanted a foul call there, didn't get it. Asbury. No look dish to Nichols for three. It's pure. KK Asbury averaging 4.4 assists per game as she'll pick up a dime there. So KK making a name for herself. Clean block by James. It will stay South ball with 14:38 left in the first half. 7-3 is our score. Elena Jones coming here a little early. Of course, she's got a big game that she'll be watching later tonight. Angel Hill, step through move, no good, and a push foul was called, I believe, on Angel Hill. As we said, the whole Hill family here. PJ graduated from Minneapolis North back in 06. Went to Ohio State, or I should say finished his college career at Ohio State, where his little sister Taylor went before moving on to the WNBA. Taylor Hill leading the Big Ten in scoring for a couple of seasons. Still Minneapolis South's all-time leading scorer and Miss Basketball winner back in 2009. Nichols can't get the reverse to drop. It will stay Como ball. 7-3 our score. Como, the highest scoring team in Class 3A. They've been beating up on St. Paul City Conference teams and posting big numbers in the process. We were on hand Monday to watch them play against Becker, and even though they lost that one, that will be a 5-second call on Nichols. Even though they lost that 101-86, that game was a godsend because they had played a couple of months beating up on low-level conference teams and put up 100 over St. Agnes. Playing Becker was just the tune-up they needed to make a run at sections. Hill Murray got the 1 seed. I'm not so sure they deserved it, but that's what the playoffs are for. A chance to prove your worth. Solana Cushing proving her mettle from three-point range. That's her 63rd this season. Asbury with a step through, no good. And the rebound goes to number 21, Bella. I'll get her last name in a moment. Bella Athanasilis. Here's Cushing, the kick out. Angel Hill goes up, can't get the runner to drop. Jada James with the rebound, throws it right into the hands of Mullins Carlson. Angel Hill lines up the three, bullseye. Angel Hill, as we said, 12 or more in her last 3 games. She could be a wild card here for the Tigers. Shakila Walker out to Nichols. Porter for 3. Short. Rebound, Will. Porter came up with it, threw up a tough shot though, and an unfortunate second chance comes up short. Jade Hill gets the leaner. Trying to draw the foul perhaps, but it goes in. And the Tigers on an 8-0 run. They're up 11-7. Walker to Porter. 3-ball. Ronnie trying to get her three-point stroke going. Data hasn't been posted over the last few games, but Ronnie Porter, someone to watch beyond the arc as the seasons move along. Porter will back off. Nichols drives and scores. Mullins-Carlson fouled by Walker. Free throws coming for JJ. JJ Mullins-Carlson averaging 8.1 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, and just over 2 assists, 2 steals. Came over here by way of Illinois. Bricks at the line. Nichols. Out to Porter. Back to Nichols. Finds James. Step through. Count it. Jada James, 10 confirmed double-doubles. 10 rebounds or more in all but one game this season. And as we noted, one of the few players to have more rebounds than points. James completes the three-point play. So Como looking to get on a run. Benjamin out to Mullins-Carlson. Goes back to Cushing, fires the 15-footer. Solana Cushing up to 5. Porter off the screen, set by Walker. Nichols, pump fakes. Now she'll try from the left corner. 3 is long, rebound Benjamin. Benjamin used up the dribble. Finds help and ends up throwing it away. Bella Athanasilis couldn't get caught up in time. Nichols trying to get her three-point stroke going. Mullins-Carlson with the rebound. Como does have a 1-point lead. That will be a foul on Asbury. Just the first on KK. Cameron Benjamin averaging 9.6 a game as a sophomore. South struggles from the line, though, continue to persist. 9.6 points, 4.9 rebounds for Cameron Benjamin, the 5'9" sophomore. She'll have to settle for a split. That gets her on the board, but South just 2 of 6 from the line. They do lead by 2. I misspoke earlier about who's in front. Asbury looking to tie it. Mid-range J off the mark. Como going for the strip. Benjamin able to hang on to it. Hill. Angel. No good. Como looking to push. Nichols hooks up with Porter. Hesitation. Cameron Benjamin was there to alter the shot. Now Nichols will fire the 3. Looks short, and it is. Benjamin will wait for help. No, she won't, because Jada James was there for the steal. Long skip to Porter. Fires the runner and gets it to fall. Ronnie Porter with 4, and now we're tied at 14. Angel Hill not giving up on the drive, and a late foul is called. It will go against Walker, and Angel Hill will shoot 2. Angel Hill scored 24. No, it will be a side out instead. Como with just one more foul to give, though. Cushing off the inbound. 3 is long. Rebound caroms into Jade Hill's hands, and an easy putback for the sophomore. Jade Hill already over 1,000 points. Could join Morgan in the 2,000-point club before her varsity career's over. And Taylor Hill, no stranger to this Twin Cities game, especially those battles with St. Paul Central. And the fine career she had at Ohio State. Jade Hill. Hill missing a lot of bunnies. Porter. That's Asbury. She can't finish either. A little jittery here between the two teams. Jade Hill fires the 3, and that rims out. Rebound Jada James. Well, plenty of boards available here for the post players. Ronnie Porter, runner, no good. Mullins Carlson, double dribble. And we'll have a timeout here with both teams playing a little out of control. South will call it. 16-14 is our score. We'd like to thank all of you watching this on the airwaves of SPNN and on my YouTube page, where I'm officially a YouTube partner. And speaking of partners, if you want to form a partnership with TSB Television and our Twin Cities sports coverage, we have 2 ways for you to do so. PayPal and Patreon. PayPal.me/TSB Television or Patreon.com/TSB Television. Patreon, of course, offering plenty of sponsorship packages. You can get your name on the credits. You can earn a follow from me on social media. You can even join me in the booth. And you can reach an audience all across the world. We're particularly popular in California and Texas, along with our home state of Minnesota. Back to action. Jada James fires to Nichols. Asbury drains the runner. Good ETO play by Como Park. That gets Asbury on the board. Benjamin for 3. Off the heel. Rebound Nichols. Going to Porter. Asbury looking to make some moves. Finds James, but she was too far underneath. Jada don't want to get too grabby. Jade Hill. Contact, nothing called. Outlet pass to Porter. Up and in. James with the dime. Porter with the deuce. And South calling another timeout here with 7:36 left in the first half. A quick one. One of the Como coaches having a word with the officials. Nate McGuire, in his 4th season leading the Tigers, came over here from Woodbury. Alexis Gray Lawson, also in her 4th season at Como Park, took over for John Robinson. Was an assistant for Faith Johnson Patterson at De La Salle before taking the Como job, and has turned this Como Park team into a contender. Brought them to state her first year when Andrea Adams was a senior. Trying to get back there. Has had a couple of lean years since then. Elena Jones transferred to De La Salle, as you may know. But if anyone thought their best years were behind them when the Adams clan graduated, this young core of freshmen is proving otherwise. They may not make state this year. De La Salle and Hill Murray are both going to be tough outs. But keep an eye on this team, whatever section they get in the years to come. They are a force to be reckoned with, to use the saying. 7:36 left in the first half. And here's why. Ronnie Porter averaging 19 a game. KK Asbury 17. Nichols averaging 14.6 as an 8th grader. Jada James 11.4. Chloe Dimitrick got some early time. Up and down this roster, a bunch of freshmen. The biggest thing, no seniors. Everyone on this Como team will be back next year. James with the steal. Not what you want on an ATO play. Como with a chance to extend their lead. They got the early jump before South went on that 8-0 run. Jada James, her elbow J, missed everything. Cameron Benjamin with the board. Bella Athanasilis out to Angel Hill, and she walked. The step before you dribble, that can be problematic. South has dominated the Minneapolis City Conference for the last 3 years, as we noted. After Washburn's prodigies graduated, Jada James gets the step. No good. Ronnie Porter looking for the steal. Como playing that full court press, trying to create some turnovers that will allow them to leak out. Jade Hill committed to that drive. Como Park doing a good job sealing the lane. They are not giving her a clean look down low. And here's Chloe Dimitrick. Started the year as a starter, now comes off the bench, came over from Columbia Heights. Needless to say, Como Park, a big upgrade from Columbia Heights. Not even close. Ronnie Porter didn't miss everything, got rim, but no good. Cushing just inside the line. That rims out. Nichols fakes the drive, goes to Porter. DeMaio Riley missing the three. Rebound Dimitrick, goes out to Asbury, fakes the three, and had nowhere to go. Como fans wanted a foul. They wanted a foul, but KK Asbury walked into a wall. I didn't see enough there to have it go the other way. Angel Hill is fouled. Count it. That ties it up. Angel can give South the lead here. Now, we noted Taylor Hill and her professional career, Alexis Gray Lawson. Also a fine standout. Played her college ball at California, member of the Golden Bears in the old days of the Pac-10. Played a couple seasons for the Phoenix Mercury, Phoenix Mercury. I was thinking Phoenix Suns for a minute. That's the brother team. Foul by South. They still have several to give. Alexis, a mother, had a chance to meet with her spouse beforehand. And I had a couple of folks, including the youngest of the Hill clan, Malachi, tell me, "You're the guy from YouTube." I get that a lot these days. Last touch by the Tigers. It will stay at Cougar ball. 5:11 to go in the first half. Jalen Nelson lost it. Benjamin up, no good. Scramble for the ball, won by the Tigers. Cushing. Nelson may have gotten a piece of it. Nelson, a late addition to the varsity roster, not even listed on the program that's posted to the high school league. Nelson. Denied. Shakyla Walker was hacked. Shakila Walker, 5.6 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, and 3 assists. So Walker, not one of the superstars on this Como Park team, but has the potential to become one. 5'7" freshman, listed as a forward. One of my colleagues, Grant McInnes, told me, good thing I don't cover these games live. There would have been a lot of dead time with the extended early games. Solana Cushing's 3 missed everything. Cougars up by 2, looking to make it more here. Ronnie Porter will do so en route to the rim. Ronnie Porter up to 8. Jade Hill lost it. I think Walker got in there for the strip. Ronnie Porter, a little shake and bake, nothing doing. Jalen Nelson, that happens a lot. You get the rebound, and then you want to throw it up right away. Don't give yourself time to get in position. Solana Cushing pulls up. Can't get the hook to drop. Jada James, yep, walk. Jada James, she's been caught a couple of times. And we noted this in the loss to Becker. Como Park, they have a lot of talent, a lot of growth ahead of them. But even with all their experience, with most of the varsity team coming back from last year, foul called on South. They'll have one to give. Como sometimes prone to miscues or lack of fluidity. Porter to Walker. Nelson, no good. Can't put back her own miss. Jade Hill comes up with a rebound. She's got Cushing on the leak out. Bounce pass to Angel Hill. And South will finish the transition play. Angel Hill with 7. I'm sure she'll add her name to the list of 2,000-point scorers, if not more, in Hill history. Nichols with the interception. James was calling for it. Nichols sees her, and James blows the layup. And then on top of that, you foul South, the double whammy as I call it. Jada James. That is a layup you gotta put in. Jada struggling here in the first half. The double whammy, you blow the layup, and then you foul 80 feet away from the basket. 1-1 here for the Tigers, who have struggled thus far. 2 of 7 from the line, make it 2 of 8. And Jada James having a rough few minutes here. She couldn't corral the rebound, so South hangs on to it on the dead ball rebound. Angel Hill gets the inbound. Jade calling for it, fires the 3. Shania Nichols collects the rebound. Ronnie Porter, the younger sister of Rennell Porter, who we saw a few weeks ago at St. Paul Central, playing his final season of varsity competition. Porter thought about a 3. Benjamin closed in on her, looking for the entry feed to James. It was deflected by the Tigers. 2:12 left in the first half. Asbury sees a lane. Count it. Cushing hit with her first personal foul. Asbury unable to complete the three-point play. Cougars go back up by 4. Neither side has been able to build more than a 4-point lead. Walker with the steal. She's got Porter out to Walker. 3 no good, and that has been one reason why neither side has been able to break away. 3-point shots not going in, and even 2-pointers off the mark. We did have a late start. I don't know if that got into the psyche of these athletes. And Como using their speed and athleticism to their advantage here. They've been able to make a few more cuts to the rim. So free throws coming for KK Asbury. Athanasilis hit with her second personal. Asbury missing the front end. You know, it's a Saturday game. Both teams have played a few of them. But when you start much later than scheduled, lane violation, or was there another foul? Lane violation, so do-over for Asbury. You know, the freshman game ran long, the JV game went to overtime. That gives you a little more time to think. Sometimes you might be a little too jumpy. Jada James, this has not been a first half she'll want to remember. Missing layups, lane violation. Jada James may be a little too jumpy here. And South throws it away. Foul from behind, and it's on Athanasilis, her third. And South doesn't play a lot. They don't have a deep roster. So that's going to be problematic for Nathan McGuire, who doesn't have the depth that Como does. Jada James. Another miss. This first half is a battle of attrition. You could say we still haven't figured out who wants to win this game. Someone's got to win, and we'll get there. But this has been a rough first half. Benjamin may have walked, and now we've got a foul, but the way free throws are going, that's anything but automatic. Athanasilis picks up her fourth foul as Walker knocks down the front end. Nate McGuire, he's in big trouble here. Walker makes both free throws, and now the Cougars have extended their lead to 6, their largest of the game. It hasn't been a pretty path forward, but here we are. South, will they hope for the final shot? Como playing right at their face. Pressure defense they're known for. Jade Hill drives and gets a layup to go. She's up to 7. Como with a few seconds here. Ronnie Porter, got to get rid of it. And didn't have a look there. But the Cougars do hold a 4-point lead, 26-22 at the break. And we'll take a break ourselves, and show you some highlights of Como Park's history at this Twin Cities game and come back with the second half in a bit. You're watching the 2019 Twin Cities Girls Championship. Como Park leads Minneapolis South 26-22.
If you'd like to sponsor a TSP television broadcast, Patreon is the place. Sponsorships start at just $1 a month. Visit patreon.com/TSP television and make a pledge for premier Twin Cities sports coverage.
Willie Taylor's watched for many years at St. Paul Central, then took the job after his daughter graduated. Andre Adams sees the hole and gives Como Park the lead. To both teams in the double bonus, so any foul gets 2 free throws automatically. Downing, got it!
See, they screen that right side again.
And a calm, collected jumper for Andrea Adams.
Once again, he got a ball screen on the right side.
Adams, bullseye!
And she is taking advantage of it.
Remember all those misses early on we talked about? Any one of them, and we might have a different score.
Are you kidding me?
Andrea Adams pumping her fist in jubilation. Adams again.
Do a better job of corralling her.
Off the screen for Van Nett. What a beauty!
Whoa.
Como's going to have to be a little more risky now. Pauline with the finish. Is that the dagger? Free throw, so Como Park still has a chance, but they're running out of time. Andrea Adams hits the tray. Rain gets it into Andrea. Sees a lane. Gets a friendly roll. And both teams in the bonus now. Andrea, here she comes. Slice it through and gives Como Park the lead. And it's a 2-point game. Southwest ties it up. Denis Voss. Southwest is 53. Southwest out of timeouts. Adams with the tip. She's fouled. And the officials will let time expire. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Como Park comes back from 7 down with a few minutes to go and a 15-0 deficit early.
Kelly, I should say Van Nett, side fade, bullseye.
That rebound.
They kick out. Van Nett off the screen, throws up, and drains the runner. Van Nett to Jones. Cromwell right when Elena Jones hit the dagger. Morgan Hill drives and scores to make it a 2-point game again. Hill to Cushing for 3.
Yes!
Who will take
Where's
the
Cushing?
3?
Jump ball, Como with the arrow.
Van Nett has it.
And they will
it.
let time expire. Como hangs on for their third
Great
Twin
win.
Cities win. 66-63 the final. Mike Beaton here all by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos theory for you. And plenty of chaos in the first half of the 2019 Twin Cities Girls Championship. A series controlled by Como Park. They've won this for the last 3 years, but as you know, the big prize is section and state. And both players for both teams having a few words with spectators. Cameron Benjamin having a quick chat with Paul and PJ Hill. Paul, the father of the Hill clan. PJ, as we noted, the graduate at North. And in a couple of years, we'll see his daughter. Who knows if she'll wear the black and orange of South or if she'll go to another school. But I caught up with the matriarch of the clan, Monique, and said, I'll be covering this family until I die or get old. And she said, well, let's hope you get old first. Mullins Carlson way off the mark. Jump ball, Como with the arrow. First half notables, Ronnie Porter with 8, Shania Nichols with 7 for the Cougars. Jade Hill and Angel Hill lead the Tigers with 7, but the story of the first half was the lack of fluidity. nothing seemed to be going in. Layups are missing. There's a foul on Asbury. Another thing to watch for is the foul situation on Bella Athanasilis. She has 4. South only playing 6. And from the looks of it, that might impact the Tigers in a negative way, but Jade Hill likes to accentuate the positive. South ball, 17-10 left in the second half. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we won't have time for a post-game chat because of the lengthy delay in starting this. We're going to have to file out of here quick so we have enough time to get set up for the big doubleheader, De La Salle at Minnehaha Academy. Jade Hill, 3 is short. That would have given South the lead. Angel out to J.J. Mullins Carlson. Another missed 3 ball. Nichols, I think someone got a piece of it. Jada James is there. Boy, this has not been her game. Just 3 points. A lot of rebounds, but not a lot of layups. Last touch by the Cougars. Nichols has to tie the shoelace. Nichols, the younger sister of Michaela Van Nett. 2,000-point scorer at Como Park, now playing at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas. Jade Hill draws contact on James. Officials let it go, but Jade Hill gets a friendly roll, and we're tied at 26. Jade Hill up to 11. Nichols, 3-ball, corner pocket. The second 3-point field goal for Nichols. Just like her big sister, likes to shoot the 3-ball. Angel to J.J. Mullins, looking for Benjamin, and ends up throwing it away. 15:31 left in the second half. Of course, our Twin Cities history, Como Park, a highly successful one. I remember the first time I covered this series. Used to be an annual thing. Missed a couple of years, but who can forget the height of the Central-South rivalry when Taylor was making her way up through the preps. And they will call that a shooting foul, so Jada James will go to the line and try to make something happen from 15 feet away. This gym was sold out over a decade ago. And you had Angel Robinson, Kiara Buford, Taylor Hill, Deja Holmes, Georgie Jones. If my buddy Emil Jahab were here, good times. This is a big deal. We're going to have a foul called on the Tigers. No, it'll go against the Cougars. Ronnie Porter hit with her second. No one in serious foul trouble for Como Park. Cushing, 6th along 2. And like the Mounds View game, Cushing only 1 3-point field goal. If she can get a few more to drop, that could give South a chance. Asbury guarded closely. Nichols trapped in the baseline and then reaches in on Jade Hill. Looks at the official as if she was innocent on that play, but I saw her grab the shoulder. Silly foul if you ask me, but We play on. Angel Hill drains the runner. 31-30. Como Park over, Minneapolis South, and then Angel Hill called for a push foul. It's the second on Angel Hill. Jada James. Nice pass to Walker. Mullins Carlson read it. Walker can't get the putback to fall. A big block by Mullins Carlson. Angel Hill, that is Jade, I should say, and she'll be hit with a charge. Asbury got herself set up outside the restricted zone. Another traveling violation on Jada James. Angel Hill barreled away into the lane. Now Cushing fires the three. Comes up short. Asbury gets the rebound. May have been hit from behind. We play on. Lonnie Porter. Tough layup. Jada James gets a putback to go in. And if nothing else, seeing one go in could help Jada get over this funk. Mullins Carlson says right back at you. They call her JJ here at Minneapolis South. Porter was looking for Nichols. Jade Hill almost got the steal. And South putting in Samara Buchanan. Buchanan, I believe, played in the JV game, which South won. And as you know, there's a limit on the number of halves you can play. So Buchanan able to get in here for the second half. Angel Hill, no good. Buchanan blocked by Walker. Como looking to leak out. Nichols missed the layup. Oh my goodness, layups missing left and right on these fast break plays. Jade Hill bricks one. Ronnie Porter, let's see if she can put this in. Yes. As I sometimes say, you don't have to be great to win, just good enough. It looks like this is going to be one of those games where good enough is all you're going to need. Jade Hill draws the foul. It will be a side out for the Tigers. And here comes Benjamin to take the place of Angel Hill. That is the third foul on Ronnie Porter, and that's the first Como player in significant foul trouble here. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Benjamin no good. Mullins Carlson able to scoop it up. Benjamin draws the foul, and that's going to be the fourth on Porter. She got Ronnie Porter, got a half step on her, and Como's going to have to go without one of their leaders for significant minutes here. So Athanasilis with 4, Ronnie Porter with 4. Big opportunity here for the Tigers. with Jada James and Asbury unable to find a rhythm. Jada James, always a steady hand in rebounds though, and South just 3 of 10 from the free throw line. Nichols was inside the line, so it will just be 2 free throws for Shania. That's the second foul on Benjamin. Nichols up to 11. One perk of this Twin Cities game is that it often serves as a tune-up, even though the conferences aren't what they used to be. Usually the Twin Cities game produces some high-octane, thrilling results. Como Park, their first couple of years, having exciting wins over Washburn and Southwest back in 2015 and 16. That will be a foul on Jade Hill. And then a technical. KK Asbury taking exception. So Jade Hill will be hit with the personal. The officials having to sort this out. This is big because if the ruling is, as I believe it will, if it stands, South would be out of fouls to give and Jade would pick up 2 quick ones. So Jade hit with the personal. That will be her third. The question is, was there a technical? It doesn't appear there is. Alexis Gray Lawson pleading her case with the official. Alexis Gray Lawson grew up in Oakland, California. Die-hard Warriors fan, as you can imagine. So no technical was issued, and that is a break for Jade Hill. Had she been assessed one, it would have been her 4th. It will just be a side out, so Jade Hill avoids the technical, but she's on the bench to get a breather. Alexis Gray Lawson feels differently. She's going to get a warning. The officials made up their mind. And you hear some fans saying, let's get back to the game. So a warning was given to Alexis Gray Lawson, who thought Jade Hill should have been teed up. Dania Riley saw a hole, and I'm not sure what happened. Got nothing but air. Tigers trail by 4. So Jade Hill with 3 fouls. Ronnie Porter with 4, and now fouls are starting to have an impact here. Cushing missing the 3. Asbury with the rebound. KK weaves her way through traffic and goes coast to coast. That's a big play. It's the largest lead of the game for either side. Cushing finds Benjamin. No good on the drive. James with the board. Now James goes into traffic and gets hit with the offensive foul. Jada James. As I said before, just her second, come on, a fouls to give, but this will be a game she'll want to forget. You see Arian Kelly, a South graduate, checking out the action. Arian and her former compadre Morgan Hill had a little fun there when I suggested we call Morgan the Orange Mamba, when Morgan put on the number 24 out of respect to Kobe Bryant. Angel Hill, no good. Hit the backboard. We've been seeing that a lot this game. Drives coming up short. A real tough game for Jada James in particular. A great rebounder, but I feel on the offensive side she can get a little more control. She gets called for traveling again. That is the Achilles heel, the hurdle keeping her from joining the elite in the class of 2022. Has some varsity experience, but needs to get a little more control offensively. Backdoor cut. Cameron Benjamin puts it in for 2. Nichols for 3. Missed everything. Jada James collects the miss. Nichols was looking for Riley. Pass was deflected. Angel Hill, full head of steam. KK Asbury is going to get hit with a tee. Let's see what this does. This is going to put her up to 4 fouls, I believe. A warning was given to Alexis Gray Lawson, so you could tell emotions are starting to get heated. The teams are still near each other. Well, they're both getting an explanation. I see 3 on the board. Both teams right next to each other getting an explanation. And now one of the other officials says, hey, let's get back on the line here. So KK Asbury will go to 4 fouls with the personal and technical. So 2 of Como Park's leaders. 1 foul away from disqualification. Ronnie Porter and KK Asbury. You got to keep your emotions in check in a situation like this when you know you are starting to rack up fouls. So Angels shooting the free throws from the common foul, then the technical fouls will follow, and South will keep the ball. No! Okay. I missed something. Unless we had offsetting technicals. That may have been the case. There was one on Asbury for sure. And I don't know what it is, but sometimes you get 2 teams on the Metro. They wear their emotions on their sleeves, and sometimes it gets the better of them. Double dribble call on the Tigers. The only problem is, because of how they operate the scoreboard, I have no idea who the other technical was assessed to. Asbury's staying in there. And Como Park's going to call a timeout, and I don't blame them. Things are getting a little heated, and you got to get yourself focused here. With 8:58 to go. Como Park 2 losses this season to Becker and Holy Angels. Everyone else, they've defeated soundly. Bloomington Kennedy, Robbinsdale Cooper, Concordia Academy, Maranatha Christian Academy. As we said, the one knock on the Cougars, the conference schedule, which is why they got seeded 3rd. Hill Murray plays in the Metro East, and because the Pioneers play in a conference with 4A teams, that gives them a boost with a season like this. They're a strong team, and they're going to get a good chance to find out if that number 1 seed was earned. As I've said, though, in many years in Class 3A, the only thing you can predict is that you can't predict anything. The last few years, the winner has come from Hennepin County. Usually the Metro schools have the edge, as Ronnie Porter fires and makes the 3. A big bucket for the Cougars. Let's see if that gets them to settle down here. Jade Hill. Foul from behind, she'll shoot 2. Hill knocks down the front end. A split, and the rebound ends up being tapped into Asbury's hand. So KK and Ronnie both with 4. Looks like they're going to ride it out for the remainder of this one. And South, 4 of 14 from the free throw line. Ronnie Porter unable to get a follow-up 3. Cushing pulls up, swish. Cushing up to 9. 4-point game. Neither side able to get much separation. Asbury fires a 3. Jada James squeezes through the hole for the second chance bucket. That's the Jada James we're accustomed to seeing. Again, though, early in her varsity career, I imagine her game will be more refined over time. Karam's off Como Park, the ball does. It will stay with the Tigers. Angel Hill going back in for Athanasilis. Nichols has 3 fouls, by the way, so I don't know if Como can afford an overtime here. They're going to want to wrap this up. Cushing knocks down a 3-pointer. Three-point game. You see they're leading out on Asbury, and another offensive foul on Jada James. That's her 3rd. Team control, no free throws awarded. So Nichols and James with 3, Asbury and Porter with 4. All of Como Park's leaders in big trouble here. That's going to create some problems for Alexis Gray Lawson as far as who to put in the lineup. Walker will let that bounce out of bounds for a dead ball rebound. Asbury had nowhere to go. Jade Hill speeds past everybody for the layup. One-point game. Asbury, that's a walk. Double dribble. What a difference a few days can make. Como Park was in a shootout with Becker on Monday. Here, it's going to be a struggle, whoever wins this game. South could retake the lead on this possession. Jade Hill drives, nothing called. Looked like Walker played some strong defense there. Asbury beats everyone and gets a friendly roll. Asbury up to 8. 3-point game. Angel, or that's Jade Hill. There's Angel with the rebound, drives and scores. Shades of her big sister. All three of them. Nichols, reverse no good. South tried to get the rebound. It was unsuccessful, but they'll hang on to it. Nichols to Asbury. Como swings it around. 3-point margin. A lot of time left, though. Porter with enough space for the three, and it's pure. Ronnie Porter, just her second triple. But she goes up to 16 with that. And it's a two-possession game, but still a lot of time, and a lot of timeouts remain for both schools if we have a photo finish. Como with the steal. Asbury. Cushing stayed with her, and Asbury with 4 fouls. Couldn't be as gutsy as she might have wanted to be. Jade Hill. Bullseye. Timeout Tigers. .412 remains in a 1-point game. .412 left. A reminder that if you want to support a TSB television broadcast, patreon.com/TSB television or paypal.me/TSB television are your two options to do so. Lots of sponsorship packages available. You can earn a follow for me on social media, get your name in the credits, and even have me or have you join me in the booth for a game. We discussed earlier about Minneapolis South and the non-conference schedule this year compared to last year, and the reduction or the drop in competitive ability. What hurt South, perhaps when it came to section seeding, was a forfeit to Simley. There was some issues going on with the team, and that may have cost them. But other non-conference schools, we mentioned the loss of Mounds View, they couldn't get things going against Armstrong. There just weren't enough wins against quality teams to put them ahead of Kennedy, and the big one, the loss to Bloomington Kennedy 68-54 back on the 21st. South, I'm not sure they'll have another upset in them like they did last year against Wayzata in the section playoffs, but they have a chance to pick up a win here. And we've been seeing that quite a bit out of some of the high-caliber teams. Some have finished on a strong note. Others, Ronnie Porter did not cross the timeline. Others have laid an egg. Chaska's dropped a few. Bloomington Kennedy, they're on a surge as Asbury fires the three. That would have been big for the Cougars. Dead ball rebound will stay with Como Park. Porter. Out to Asbury. Long skip to Nichols. Jada James in trouble, draws a foul on Benjamin. That time she stayed under pivot. Third on Benjamin. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. If Como does hang on, free throws will play a part in it. South just 4-14. A split for James. The Cougars are 10 of 14. So that's a 6-point gap, 2-point margin. There you go. James with the deflection. Asbury able to get in there for the steal. Finds Walker to Porter. Good ball movement for the Cougars. Ronnie Porter with 18. Angel Hill. 3 minutes to play. Cushing. Couple of threes. Reached 1,000 points earlier this season. Jade Hill, nowhere to go. Nichols stayed with her. Fires the runner, can't bank it. Gets her own miss. In trouble. Last touch by Minneapolis South. And here comes Athanasilis going in with 4 fouls. She has 4, but this is that stage in the game. You're going to take that risk. Can't play it safe now. Bounce pass, intercepted by Angel Hill. Jay draws contact. Count it. Three-point play is good for Jade Hill. 1-point game. Porter guarded by Jade. Doesn't have enough space for a 3. Now they switch it up. Porter on Angel. Finds James down low. Weaves her way through traffic. Good follow through there by Jada James to make it a 3-point game. Hasn't been a pretty game for Jada, but she's made a few key moves down low. Cushing to tie it up. That is short. Nobody down low. Easy rebound for the Cougars. Do you hang on? Do you make South play foul and chase? Do you go for a play to put you up by 2 possessions? Well, they'll get neither. Walker was trapped in the corner. South pickpockets the ball. A 3 will tie it, but you don't need it. Angel Hill drives and gets 2. Timeout called. South calls it here, 1:20 left. South will have 1 timeout remaining. Como will have 4. South holds the possession arrow if we have a tie-up. And South at 17 fouls, so Como still in the 1-and-1 range. 1:20 remains. Well, we're another photo finish here at the Twin Cities game. We've had plenty of them. Como Park always seems to find a way to get caught up in some exciting games. Terry over here, does this interest you at all? So, we've got ourselves another game, as we noted. Once the game is over, we're going to wrap it up because we've got to get to De La Salle in time for a monumental doubleheader as they revive their rivalry with Minnehaha Academy. Jade Hill with 20 points. to lead all scorers. Angel Hill with 13, Solana Cushing with 12. Ronnie Porter leads the Cougars with 18. Jada James coming up big in the second half. Again, a tie-up would give South the ball. They hold the arrow. Now the 5 count on Asbury. Finds Porter. That's too far outside her range. Looking for a move, finds Nichols for 3. Scramble for the rebound will be won by the Cougars, but Walker lost her footing. .3 on the clock. Now, if you're South, what do you do? I'm guessing you'll want to go for it with enough time for a putback chance. Como with 10 fouls, so double bonus here. Jade Hill fires the 3. There's the rebound we were talking about. South with still plenty of time. Contact between Hill and Nichols, no call. There's one on Jada James with 18.6. Jada James with her 4th, but right now the important thing is these free throws. Jade Hill not the most accurate, but here we go. We're going to watch with you. 1 to tie, 2 for the lead. Will Como use their timeouts? James finds Nichols. They kick back out. There it is, 10.9. 10.9 to decide this game. South, 55-54. And Jade Hill, a big reason that South was able to hang around. And when you look back on this game, Jada James struggling down low. KK Asbury held to 8 points. Layups struggling all over the place. Angel Hill with 13. Not bad for her, so that double-digit streak for Angel will continue. Last 4 games now, 12 or more points. But Jade Hill with another 20-point game. She's had a boatload of those this year. And with 10.9 left, let's take a look at the situation. James with 4, Porter with 4, Asbury with 4. If there's an offensive foul called, who do you go to in this situation? Jada James, she's made a few buckets down low. Porter has knocked down a couple of threes. Shania Nichols also with a couple of threes to her credit. Como, they've already made up their mind on what play they're going to run. And the Cougars do have 3 timeouts if they struggle with the inbound. So Como with some assets here to work with. I guess that's why you hold on to them for pressure situations like this one. Walker to inbound. Finds Asbury. Asbury trying to get a screen from James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot. It goes in. Game not over. The game is not over. South got the timeout call. South got the timeout call. The clock stopped. Jada James with the toughest shot and maybe the biggest play of her sophomore season. A freshman season, I should say. 2.1 on the clock. Jada James with the potential go-ahead. Now, it's not over, and remember, Como has 10 fouls here. So whatever happens, do not foul. Do not foul if you're the Cougars. If you're the Tigers, as you know, you can't advance the ball to half court at the high school level. You can at the college level now. So you've got to find a target, and you hope you can get a long pass down court. But South is going to have to fire a runner here. The athletic staff trying to keep the fans off the floor. .1. Jada James had a defender in her face, trusted her gut, muscled her way in. You've got James on the other end to prevent a potential touchdown pass or Hail Mary. Sedgebart to inbound it. Intercepted by James. That'll do it. Jada James, the hero. Como Park wins 56-55, the final. Jada James, the game-winning layup, and stole the inbound pass. I said earlier this might have been a game she wanted to forget with how much she struggled down low. Traveling calls, missed layups. Did she recover in a big way? And listen to this crowd. What a win for the Cougars, and a great segue into section play. They've got a match with De La Salle coming up in the semis. That's almost a given, and if they get through De La Salle, you'll have to get through Hail Murray. So we'll wrap things up quickly here. Ronnie Porter with 18, Jada James with 14, Shania Nichols with 12 to lead the Cougars for Minneapolis South. Jade Hill with 22, Angel Hill with 13, Solana Cushing with 12. Those are your notables, but Jada James comes through in the clutch to win it for the Cougars. What an ending. 56-55 is the final. That's it for the 2019 edition of the Twin Cities Girls Game. I'm Mike Peden. Thank you for watching high school girls basketball.